we can load or upload data from a CSV file or Excel or even the web. But what if we have multiple folders or multiple files that we want to load? Let's say that we have multiple folders for the database, the data set. We have orders, we have customers, we have reviews, items, a lot of them. If we want to load them according to the way that we learned, we need to come to here, click Excel, and then we need to come and select the first one, click open, and then come again and select the second one and open and so on. Because we cannot select multiple files at the same time at once. So we need to load each time a file. What if we have multiple, like let's say 20 tables, 20 files? We need to repeat this 20 times. But for today, we'll be learning a new way that will allow us to load multiple files at once, even if we have 50 files. We need to come to get data, more, and from here we need to select the folder that we want to, or we need to select folder because we are going to load them from a folder, and then connect. Then the folder path, which is library, pictures, and here we have Brazilian dataset. Click OK and then OK. And by this, it's going to open for us the folder or the files that are inside this folder and the way that we want to open them. We have these files inside that folder: customer, item, order, products, and reviews and sellers, like 7 files. We have some options that we need to select from. The first one is combine. We use combine if the files or the folders that we are, or the files that we are loading, they have the same structure, the same columns, the same data type for the columns. So they have the same data type for each column. Okay, like let's say the sales of the year, and it is divided into months. Each month is inside the file, January and February and so on. So they have the same data, the same column structure, the same columns, the same data types for each column. It's just difference in data inside. Okay, we use combine. Okay, when they have the same columns, the same data type for the columns, we use combine. Combine or transform if we want to clean the data, or just load if we want to load them as they are. This is if they have the same columns and the same data types for the columns. But for now, we have customers, items. They have, of course, they would have like different structure, different column, different data types for the columns. So we cannot combine them. We want to load them. If we load them, click load, they will be loaded, but it is going to be an error because it is going to be loaded as one table, which is not what we want. So we are going to select transform data, which will get us into Power Query, where we can clean the data. Because of course, always when we load data from folders, we need to clean them first before we can deal with them. As you can see here, we have here the folder, Brazilian dataset, and here we have the files inside the folder. Now we need to put each file or each table in a separate query or in a separate table that we can deal with it later. We can do that in multiple ways. The first way is by right-click the folder and then duplicate. And we need to repeat this for the number of the tables that we have. We have 7 tables, so we need to repeat this action, to duplicate it 7 times. Why? Because each one is going to be for one specific table. So let's select the second one and come to the binary of the customer. This is a customer table or file. Click on binary, and now we are in the binary or the customer table. So now we need to change it into customers. the name of the table, and enter. So now it is changed from the folder into just one specific table. And we do the same thing. Click, select the second duplicate, and we want it for items or the them. So click on binary for this table or folder. And now we need to change it items or the them. Enter. So now it will change on to have only this specific file or table. Let's do the same thing. Select it. We want to do it for the order fact. So click binary order fact, and now we can make it orders fact. Now, and we need to do the same thing for the rest. Right click, duplicate, and then we select the binary of the table that we want, which is products for now. And then we need to change it. Products. Okay. Products name. Enter. So now we have 4, and we need to do it 3 more times for theirs. This is the first way. Let's delete it and get into, or let's try the second way. So for now, let's learn the second way. Select the folder and then right click on the binary, right click and add as new query and double click to open the table. And now we need to name it, which is customers dev. And here we are. Here we have the first table, and we do the same thing. Click the folder and then get into the second table, right click, add new query, double click and change the name, which is items or the them or them, and do the same thing. Right click, add new query, and this is double click, open it, orders them. And here we do the same thing for the rest. Now, after we finished with getting or creating our table or extracting our tables from the folder, now we need to check, are they correct? Yes, you can see the headers are correct. And the same thing here, the same thing here, and here there is a mistake that is column 1, column 2. And this could happen. What we need to do to correct it, because here the product ID, so the header should be the first row. So we need to go to home and here use first row as header. Click it. So the first row will get into the headers. And we need to check if there is like the same thing here. Use the first row as header. And so on. That's it. So we need now click, close and apply. It will close, apply the changes, and load the data into